Scott Peterson Motors, we want our customers for life.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Justin Wickersham. Thanks for joining us this Sunday night. You're watching NewsCenter1 at 10. Our top story this evening, it was a deadly day on South Dakota roads yesterday. 3 people were killed in a 2-vehicle crash outside of Mina. That's on Highway 12 near Aberdeen. Reports say a Dodge Dart crossed the center line and struck a pickup. The South Dakota Highway Patrol says 59-year-old Michael Schlosser of Aberdeen, 42-year-old Kelly Pierce of Millette, and 32-year-old Christopher McCoy of Ipswich were pronounced dead at the scene. 2 of the 3 were wearing seatbelts. Highway 12 was closed for over 2 hours. Authorities say the crash is still under investigation. More than 120 former South Dakota students can expect to get their share of a national for-profit college settlement. Attorney General Marty Jackley says the state joined with 38 other states in a settlement with Education Management Corporation. The Pittsburgh-based company runs 110 schools in 32 states. The company was accused of misrepresenting job placement and graduation rates, using high-pressure sales tactics, and misleading prospective students about costs. The company says it did nothing wrong, but will work to bring more transparency to its recruitment practices. In political news tonight, the Republican presidential candidates are talking tough about issues like ISIS and Syrian refugees. Today, Donald Trump defending his suggestion that Syrian refugees be added to a tracking database. He's not alone among presidential hopefuls, but President Obama is saying ISIS doesn't have the power to defeat American ideals. Brian Moore has the story from Washington.
After the Paris terror attacks, the American political conversation is changing.
I want surveillance of these people that are coming in, the Trojan horse. I want to know who the hell they are.
Calling for a Syrian refugee database, Donald Trump also says he favors a return to waterboarding terror suspects.
I think waterboarding is peanuts compared to what they do to us.
National security is suddenly upstaging immigration reform in the political spotlight. With the holidays and primary season fast approaching, Trump and Ben Carson are still neck and neck, and not alone in their tough talk on ISIS.
I agree that there's no such thing as political correctness when you're fighting an enemy who wants to destroy you.
What happened in Paris could happen here. There is no middle ground.
While Marco Rubio takes aim on ISIS in his latest ad, President Obama says America can't change its values despite the terror threat.
The most powerful tool we have to fight ISIS is to say that we're not afraid.
But how to demonstrate that lack of fear, still up for debate. Brian Moore, NBC News, Washington.
A very nice Sunday here in the Black Hills, but many people will be traveling this week for Thanksgiving. What's this week's forecast looking like, Erica?
You're right, Justin. It was a beautiful day in the hills today. Temperatures got up into the mid-50s, and they're tapering off pretty quick, but not nearly as cold as they were last night and on Friday night. Temperatures 34 in Rapid City, 40 in Mount Rushmore, 38 in Sturgis, 36 in Belle Fourche. And we're going to have a switch up in our weather pattern this week. But first, we're looking at a couple of mild days. Then we will have sunshine with those mild days. But Wednesday, we will see a switch up and a big cool down in our temperatures. I will tell you all the details in the full forecast ahead.
Thanks, Erica. Well, beautiful temperatures today in Rapid City and the sun shining bright, but that didn't stop the ice rink at Main Street Square from its grand opening. This afternoon, the rink opening its doors one day later than originally planned. Organizers say the delay is due to the changes in weather over the past few weeks. The crew assembling the rink worked tirelessly over the last few days, gearing up for the much anticipated grand opening.
Well, we were a day late, but we made it. We opened today at noon, and the ice is looking pretty good. We do have one little spot where we had some problems that we have to fix, but the ice rink is open. We've got people skating. People should come down. It's officially open. You can check out our Facebook page or our web page, and the actual schedule for the whole year for skating is on there, so you can check when we're open. And we've got the big holiday celebration coming up next Saturday. So there will be thousands of people here for that, and just urge people to come out. The ice is looking great, finally.
Kids and adults alike will be dusting their skates off, anxious to hit the ice. In addition to skating, there's plenty of places to eat and shop while downtown. Main Street Square has several fun and festive family activities planned throughout this holiday season. And there are plenty of places to shop this holiday season, but keeping dollars in the community by shopping locally is a gift that keeps on giving. Next Saturday marks the kickoff of Rapid City's Small Business Saturday, where small businesses open their doors with appreciation and gratitude for their loyal customers. It's also a time to thank and appreciate the local businesses and their dedication to serving our community.
Business Saturday is an opportunity for us to showcase what the small businesses have to offer for the community. It's also an opportunity for us to thank our customers for the business they give us, not just through the holiday season, but year-round.
And to make it easier for customers to dine and shop locally during Small Business Saturday, city officials approving a permit allowing patrons to park for free in downtown. Restrictions apply, but the permit applies to Saturdays through December 19th. Well, holiday decorations are going up around town, and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's also beginning to sound a lot like Christmas here in Rapid City. Saturday, the Black Hills Showcase Chorus presenting Jingle Buzz at the Performing Arts Center. Jingle Buzz showcasing local talent, including singing and dancing. Organizers say this was the first holiday concert of the season. At the event, the Sweet Adelines International Champion Quartet ringing in the season. Other guests celebrating the season with holiday music include Clarinet Madness, the Shrine of Democracy Chorus, and the Prima School of Dance. And still to come, we have the latest from Brussels. Right after the break, though, your local weather. Stay with us.
It's Herberger's biggest after Thanksgiving sale. Stores open at 5 p.m. Thanksgiving night. Shop over 600 doorbusters, like reversible down alternative comforters, $19.97. $19.97 Rampage boots for her. And Keurig K-Cups, $9.97. Also take 25% off select Under Armour fleece hoodies for the entire family. Stores open at 5 p.m. Thanksgiving night. Shop online all day Thanksgiving Day. Herberger's, your store, your style.
If it's in your nature to be the first one out there, don't miss the Cabela's pre-Black Friday sale. Find great deals like $90 off Leupold 10x42 binos, $60 off a Cuddyback trail camera, and save big on select flannel shirts, now just $19.99. Plus, don't miss our one-day deals where you'll find some of our lowest prices of the season. Start the holiday season off right at Cabela's pre-Black Friday sale. In store or online at Cabela's.com.
To me, sustainability means being able to feed the world in the future.
We need to produce more with less.
It's knowing that our soil is going to be in better shape this year than it was the year before.
We need to stop erosion at the top of the hill, not at the bottom.
We find that we can merge sustainable practices with profitability.
It's about caring for the land.
It's about passing it on to the next generation.
It's about doing the right thing. I have a responsibility
for the people of South Dakota
to feed the world.
The future of farming is very bright.
I'm Jeff Lochner.
Steve Halverson.
El Miron. This is farming.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year, the CRV with rear-view camera standard. Hurry in to the Happy Honda Day sales event, and you could get a great deal on the best-selling SUV in its class, now at your Honda dealer.
This is
Welcome back. Well, a nice day in Rapid City today, and current conditions are showing 34 degrees, so not as cold as it was last night or Friday night. We got into the teens, but right now 34 degrees under mostly clear skies and calm conditions. A little bit warmer in Custer, a couple degrees, 37 with winds from the west at 12 miles per hour, but again, clear sky conditions. Now today, temperatures were pretty consistent across the state. We had temperatures in the mid to upper 40s, a little cooler in the hills in Custer, but mid 50s throughout western and central South Dakota. Now off towards the eastern part of the state, they did see 50s as well, but Sioux Falls was not so lucky. 31 degrees in Sioux Falls, 32 in Madison. And our satellite and radar showing a very quiet weather across the U.S. We're looking at clear conditions except for some snow off towards the Midwest. Now they are colder over there, and look at this. This is their lake effect snow off of the Great Lakes, something that we don't get to see over here in South Dakota. And now we're keeping snow out of our forecast for the next couple of days. Let's take a look at our Futurecast satellite and radar. Starting out tonight, we're showing high pressure across most of the country. Now that's going to dominate, causing a decrease in cloud cover and warmer temperatures for us. But by Tuesday, we are looking at a weather system moving in from the northwest. That's going to be bringing low pressure towards the northern plains and a couple of cold fronts. Now we will see a strong cold front move through on Wednesday morning, bringing us colder temperatures. But in the meantime, let's take a closer look at South Dakota. We're going to have beautiful conditions the next couple of days. Sunny skies tomorrow, a couple of clouds overnight, but by Tuesday, mostly sunny skies again. And again, mild temperatures in the mid 40s and low 50s through Tuesday. Now let's talk temperatures, because that is the main story for tonight. We're looking at temperatures changing because of the jet stream pattern. Now, starting out tonight, here's this ridging going over the U.S. Now, that's right near Rapid City. That's bringing these mild temperatures up from the south. Now, as we go into Tuesday, you'll start to see right here, this line. Now that's that cold front that we're going to see moving through. So all of this cold air is going to move through on Wednesday. And by Thursday, we're looking at even colder conditions. Temperatures into the low 20s and our overnight temperatures into the teens. And those cold temperatures are going to stick around through Friday, but by Saturday, we are expecting that ridging to come right up and border Rapid City area, bringing us some more mild temperature, not mild, but into the 30s by Saturday. So tonight, getting down to 27 degrees under partly cloudy skies, winds from the west at 5. And tomorrow, another nice day, but a little bit cooler than today. 45 degrees with mostly sunny skies and winds from the southeast at 5 to 15. Our Black Hills area forecast showing temperatures tomorrow are going to be in those mid 40s all over the place. 45 in Spearfish, 47 in Pine Ridge, 43 in Hill City, a little bit cooler up in the hills. And your 7-day forecast showing those mild conditions continuing through Tuesday. 50 degrees for Tuesday, but then that cold front will move through Wednesday morning, bringing our temperatures down quite a bit. 33 degrees for our high on Wednesday, and we're putting a chance for PM snow into the forecast for Wednesday as well. That snow is expected to move through Wednesday night and into Thursday, so your Thanksgiving is going to be very cold and snowy, but we will see those conditions clearing up for Friday and into the weekends.
Now, Erica, I know we were spoiled today, and I have to admit, I didn't really get outside to enjoy that. You didn't either?
No, neither did I.
You know, but I am waiting for some snow. You know, we're getting closer for the slopes to open up.
I know. Yeah, on Wednesday and Thursday, we are expecting possibility for a couple of inches, but the models are still showing some inconsistencies. So we're still going to be keeping up with that.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Erica. Well, still to come, Belgium still has its security level at its highest point. Details after the break. Stay with us. You're watching News Center 1 at 10.
Wait, isn't it? I think that's it. This is Crystal. Her dream is to be a roller derby girl.
How much does it cost to buy marijuana in Rapid City today?
$20.
$25.
$50.
$100?
Only $1. Kids can buy marijuana right now in Rapid City for as little as $1 to $5.
If you think your kids aren't doing drugs because they can't afford it, think again. Would you pass the drug test? Find out more at parenttest.org.
At Denver Mattress, you can always count on getting a state-of-the-art American-made mattress of exceptional quality at a great price. Our Doctor's Choice mattress has been recognized as a great buy by the nation's leading consumer magazine. And right now, we're offering it our lowest price of the year. For a limited time, get the Doctor's Choice 2-piece queen mattress set in plush, Eurotop, or firm for just $4.99. Quality, service, selection, and value. Why shop anywhere else? Better tomorrows start tonight at Denver Mattress, America's largest factory direct retailer.
Get into the swing with Putts and Glow. Put your putting skills to the test with the effects of black light in a fun-filled rock and roll themed course. Listen to your favorite tunes from the last 5 decades while you play the most unique 18 holes of miniature golf you've ever experienced. Putts and Glow is also the perfect destination for birthday parties and corporate events. Blacklight miniature golf is fun for people of all ages. Putts and Glow offers a video arcade, snack bar, gift shop, and so much more. Come out today for a blacklight miniature golf experience that will rock you.
It's a Thanksgiving party with the Rapid City Rush this Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. On Wednesday, join us in the stands for the first ever all-you-can-eat seats. In any seat, add an all-you-can-eat ticket for only $10. On Friday, it's our first ever Black Friday sale. Specials run from midnight until 8 a.m. To shop, call the Rush office and visit the store online. On Saturday, join us for our leftover Saturday food drive. Bring a can of food and receive $5 off one ticket. Happy Thanksgiving from the Rapid City Rush.
Brussels, Belgium remains on alert under the highest level of terror threat, and security forces are keeping people off the streets in certain neighborhoods. NBC's Ron Mott reports from Brussels that the government decided today that schools and subways will be closed tomorrow.
For the second straight night, the capital of Belgium is going to be on lockdown, essentially. Level 4 is the terror threat assessment here. That is the highest level in Belgium, signifying an imminent threat. The Prime Minister today telling the community here that that level will remain going into the first part of next week.
Our military and police and all the security services are mobilized in this difficult task. The investigation is ongoing 24/7. We are on alert and we follow the situation hour by hour.
What that means is the mass transit system is going to be shut down. That is going to have significant impact as people head back to work on Monday. For the past several hours here in Brussels, there's been some sort of police operation. We don't know specifically what was going on, but it does appear here tonight that the police have now opened up the streets to traffic. So this particular scene seems to be over. Again, schools will be closed on Monday. Mass transit will be closed on Monday. The Prime Minister asking for cooperation and thanking people for heeding the advice to stay home and shelter in place. That's the latest here in Brussels. Ron Mott, NBC News. Now back to you.
Meanwhile, sobriety checkpoints take place periodically here in South Dakota, and if you've ever thought about turning around to avoid one, you'll want to hear this case.
Can the police pull over a vehicle when they see someone purposely avoid a DUI checkpoint? That was the question in the case of the rerouted Roadster. In this case, Highway Patrol set up a DUI checkpoint near Millbank, South Dakota. Before the suspect in the case reached the checkpoint, he turned onto a gravel road to avoid a DUI. A highway patrolman gave chase. While the officer pursued, he noticed that the suspect drove at excessive speeds under the conditions and took an unusually wide turn. The officer caught up with the driver and pulled him over to ascertain why he avoided the DUI checkpoint. The officer noticed that the driver exhibited signs of intoxication. The subsequent breath test and blood work confirmed a BAC of 0.18, which is over twice the legal limit of 0.08. The trial court found the defendant guilty of driving under the influence, and the defendant appealed, asserting the police officers violated his Fourth Amendment rights. How would you decide this case? Can the police pull over a vehicle when they see someone purposely avoid a DUI checkpoint? We'll be back in a moment to answer that question.
This is Black Friday.
Oh my God!
Does anybody want to be part of this?
No.
Well, Chevy has a better way with Black Friday deals all month long.
That's a great idea.
What if you could get up to 20% cash back when you bought it? Bam!
20% back? That's awesome. awesome.
It's Black Friday. Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2015 vehicles in stock. Or get 0% financing for 72 months on 2015 Silverado light-duty models.
See your Heart of the West Chevy dealer today.
South Dakota undergraduate students continue to find a high-quality education at Chadron State College, thanks to the Chadron State Eagle Rate. It's more affordable than ever to be a part of Chadron State's proud tradition. Find the major you want with CSC's outstanding on-campus and online programs. With a degree from CSC, you'll have the tools to succeed in your career. South Dakota students, take advantage of the Chadron State Eagle Rate today. Call 1-800-CHADRON or visit csc.edu.
I don't ever want to give up on a patient. I want to keep striving to figure out how to help them reach their goals.
With my skill set as an IT professional, this is the place where I can have the most positive impact on the most people.
I want my patients to feel that they are important to me. They are in my community and I care what happens to them.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
Introducing the newest member of the Yamaha off-road family. It thrives in the most remote, rugged terrain. It never steps down from a challenge and travels long distances in search of adventure. The all-new Yamaha Wolverine. It's a whole new animal.
Black Hills Power Sports, I-90 service road between exit 60 and 61 in Rapid City.
Can the police pull over a vehicle when they see someone purposely avoid a DUI checkpoint? Yes, according to the unanimous South Dakota Supreme Court, but only when there are other circumstances that give a police officer a reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. The Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches and seizures of people's cars. Traditionally, a police officer needs a warrant to search or seize a car unless the police officer has a reasonable suspicion that criminal activity may be afoot. A South Dakota federal court has heard similar cases to this one and held that exiting a highway right before a DUI checkpoint is indeed suspicious, but not suspicious enough to give a police officer a reasonable suspicion that criminal activity may be afoot. Because the patrolman saw the defendant drive at excessive speeds, take a wide turn, and avoid a DUI checkpoint, the court ruled that the patrolman had enough information to develop a reasonable suspicion that criminal activity was afoot. Thus, the arrest was lawful. Remember, it's a matter of law.
Moving on to sports now, the Sioux Falls West Flyers won the first ever Rendezvous hockey tournament this weekend in Rapid City by finishing a perfect 4-0. The Omaha Lancers were second, and the Rushmore Thunder had a chance to finish third with a win this afternoon against the Casper Oilers. Let's take you out to the Thunderdome, the site of this weekend's tournament. Early in the first period, the Thunder passed the puck around to a wide-open Lucas Ferdinand in front of the net. He tries to punch this one in with the wrister, but it bounces off the Casper goaltender, Peyton Wetzel. Under 5 minutes to play now in the first period. Still no score, and finally Jacob Lindblom takes it the length of the ice, cuts back, and slips it past Wetzel for the goal, and the Thunder get on the scoreboard first in this one. Later on now, with 21 seconds before the break, Brian Petterwright beats the defender, shoots, and scores. Rushmore goes up 2-0 at that point, and the Thunder add 2 more goals in the second period to win by a final score of 4-0. The Thunder wrap up the tournament with a third-place finish. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch won his first NASCAR Sprint Cup championship this afternoon. Busch started the season in a hospital bed in Daytona Beach and ended it with a trip to the championship stage in Homestead. He moved past Brad Keselowski on the final restart with 7 laps to go in the 400-mile race. Busch took the championship despite breaking his right leg and left foot before the Daytona 500, leading to multiple surgeries and causing him to miss the first 11 races of the season. NASCAR granted him a waiver, though, to race for the championship if he earned a berth in the playoffs, and he did so by winning 4 of 5 races at midseason. The 30-year-old Busch beat fellow title contenders Kevin Harvick, Jeff Gordon, and Martin Truex Jr. to take the checkered flag. Busch joins his older brother Kurt now as a champion. Kurt won the title back in 2004. And one more note, in college football, South Dakota State will make its 4th consecutive appearance in the football championship subdivision playoffs. The 8-3 Jackrabbits will travel to Missoula to play Montana this Saturday in the first round of the playoffs. The winner will advance to face 3rd seed North Dakota State on December 5th in Fargo. Stay with us. We'll take one final look at your weather after the break. But first, here's a look at scores from the NFL and the NBA.
Pioneer Bank and Trust understands the local market, the local economy, and they understand our business.
It's stress-free banking with Pioneer Bank and Trust.
Pioneer Bank really understands the way that retail works, the way that business flows. It's nice to have that kind of a partnership.
The idea of having a local banker is so important to us because they really understand us, not only as a business, but as how we do things as people.
Pioneer Bank and Trust.
Pioneer Bank and Trust.
Pioneer Bank and Trust is local.
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 Member FDIC.
Pairing thick-cut onion rings with Angus steak. You've heard of that. But topping that tender steak and crispy onion ring with A1 Special Reserve sauce? You've never heard of that. Because that's never been done. Not until Arby's and A1 buddied up to make a sandwich like the world has never seen. Is anyone else freaking out about this? Arby's, we have the meats.
You ready? Some call it giving back.
Oh, come on in.
We call it Share the Love. During our Share the Love event, get a new Subaru and we'll donate $250 to those in need. Subaru will have given over $65 million in 8 years. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
In addition to the 4 national charities, we have selected the Humane Society of the Black Hills. Stop into Courtesy Subaru and see how you can help us share the love this year.
Just as the sun rises over western South Dakota and electricity crisscrosses through the lines overhead, the prices of items that we use have increased based on production and demand. For generations, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative has strived to bring safe, reliable, and affordable electric power to the farms and ranches we call home. Yes, the costs have gone up, but not as much as you might think. Learn how to be more energy efficient and about the power of your Touchstone Energy Cooperative at togetherwesave.com.
Well, Erica, it was a beautiful day out there today, but I know a change is on the way.
Yeah, let's pull up our 7-day forecast. We're going to show temperatures staying mild and sunny for Monday and Tuesday, but by Wednesday we are expecting a big drop off in temperatures and a possibility for some precipitation. On Wednesday night and into Thursday, we will possibly be seeing some snow accumulations, so that is something to look forward to, and temperatures in the low 20s before it starts warming back up